Hey you guys, I'm Taylor. Welcome back to We Aim to Slay and happy Halloween. Today is the final installment of the Halloween makeup series and I'm super excited because I'm giving you two looks today. So I'm going to be showing you Glinda and Alphaba. Stay tuned. Hey you guys. Okay, so just right off the bat, if you saw last week's blog post, you'll know that for the last month or so, I've just been going through it. I have psoriatic arthritis and eczema, so in mid to late September, I had a really bad stress rash. It was all over my neck. You can definitely see it in the first two videos of this series. But for the first time ever, it was also on my eyelids. And then after that healed up, I had an allergic reaction to an eye cream. I ended up being allergic to one of the ingredients, so that was fun. That finally healed up. And the day after that blog post came out, I was outside with my dog Dante. He came running out of the woods with a branch, not a stick, and he accidentally whacked me in the face with it. So you can see that this eyelid is bruised and swollen, and I'm going through it. So we're gonna do our best. So if you saw the description, you know that I'm doing two different looks for today's video. First, I'm going to be doing Glinda, and then I'm going into the Alphaba afterwards. So I'm going to be taking you through my entire Glinda look process. I know I don't usually show you my base, I'm just putting on some primer, because Glinda doesn't really do a lot with her makeup. It's more like how I wear it for every day, just like a nice neat winged liner. But I don't own a puffy pink gown. I'm actually going to be re-wearing my wedding dress. LOL. If you didn't know I was married, that's because I'm separated and getting divorced. It's fine. You don't have to feel sorry for me. It's for the best for both of us. So I'm going to kind of be reinterpreting Glinda's look. And I'm definitely going to be sticking with the Broadway / movie version of Wicked, not Glinda a la Wizard of Oz, because then I could have left my hair curly. So now I'm going with foundation. This is the Clinique foundation that I use a lot. What kind is this? The Even Better Makeup. I also like their matte formula. It works really well. But I want to be a little bit more dewy and glowy, so we're not using the matte foundation right now. I'm also trying to be pretty careful around my eyes because my irritation rash is still peeling in my crease line, and now there's also this giant bruise on my lash line. But as was pointed out to me by a coworker, bad things happen in threes. So theoretically, my face has made it through the darkness. I've been having a heck of a time covering that. I tried to cover it with some makeup to go to work yesterday, and it just looked like I had no makeup on this side and a smoky eye on this side. I'm gonna go in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer because I just need something a little bit stronger to help offset all of this. Okay, I gotta put my hair up, which is annoying because I just straightened it. And for those of you who are questioning how I'm going to make all of these not stereotypically Glinda things actually look like Glinda, just wait. Just wait, because I'm going to do photos. And the photos are going to change the game. There was a piece of grass in the bristles of my brush. Speaking of, actually, this is so funny. So, when I originally started all this stuff with my eyes, the day that I used the eye cream, I also wore makeup because I've been wearing makeup more consistently lately. And, then I had my allergic reaction. Didn't even think about it. Once that cleared up mostly, I tried doing makeup again because I like to wear makeup. Did I think to sanitize my brushes in between? So I set off another reaction because all my brushes still had that eye cream on it. So I finally washed my brushes this week. Thank God. I I'm just going in with a puff and some setting powder. And yeah, it's still that container where I've mixed God only knows how many different setting powders in there. So just a translucent loose setting powder will suffice. And I'm just trying to set these under eyes. Keep that concealer in place. Alright, so I hate that. Like it's not even super obvious, especially now that I've put some makeup on it, but you can still see it. It looks like there's eyeliner on, and that's just bruising. It's fine. I just can't think about it, or I'm going to start to freak out, honestly. I gotta stop, or I'm going to mess it up. So, Ariana Grande's rendition of Glinda, like I said earlier, pretty simple makeup. She doesn't have a lot going on there. So I'm going to use a powder bronzer to do some mild contouring. Mild. And I'm saying mild to remind myself not to go crazy. Alright, a little bit of nose, just a little bit. I'm going to use a fluffy brush, there's nothing on it, and I'm just going to start to kind of blend out this setting powder a little. It doesn't look quite so drastic. God, that Shape Tape concealer can do anything. Does it even look like my eye had anything wrong with it? Tarte doesn't sponsor me, but if they wanted to, I would like that. Tarte, I love you. Alright, blush. We're going to go heavy on pink shades. So this is like my usual ColourPop Sailor Moon blush in shades Cat's Eye, which is a little bit more peachy. They have another one in this line that is a little more pink, and I do have it. I personally think it just looks a bit garish on me, so that on the cooler tones, but I might be using that and adding just a little bit more blush everywhere once I get the eyes done. I'm gonna set down my base. I'm using a new setting spray. I'm using a couple new products that I started testing before I had the allergic reaction situation, and I do enjoy them. The only downside, if there really even is one, to this setting spray is it's like a spritzer bottle. I had been using a continuous mister for a couple of years, and I'm not used to having to like hold the bottle way back here and like do myself. D-E-W, do myself. Keep it appropriate. But I'm also going to be using a new brow wax as well. All of these new products, there's a blog post coming. And I think I did a review video. I think. Yeah, I definitely did. Alright, I'm going to use a brow pencil just to fill them in a little bit. This is a brow pencil by NYX. It's in the shade Black Brown, which honestly doubles as an awesome, it's an eyeliner. I use it as my brow pencil. It's a great eyeliner. It's also a good lip liner if you want to do like one of those stereotypical 90s with like the dark liner and a nude lip. This is a great shade for us medium-skinned people. Just gonna spoon these out. And I desperately need to get my brows done professionally because I've really been hacking away at them in a not very aesthetically pleasing way. Like, where did the tail of my eyebrow go over here? Where is it? I don't know if I'm going to be using any of my typical eyeshadow palettes that I usually use. I'm going to start with this Kylie Cosmetics palette. This is Blue Honey because I'm going to use this as my shadow base shade. And I'm just going to put that everywhere from lash line to brow bone. God, my eyelids just look crusty and gross. And it's because they are right now. But they look it, and that's fine. Like, look at that. Like, I'm disgusted by my own face right now. And I'm having a lot of trouble with that. All right, I just grabbed the Morphe HotSpot 35H Artistry palette. I've had it for a while, but I'm going to be using this side, the browns and the pinks. Just grabbing like a fluffier brush. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to start. Okay, I'm going to start with this like peachy hue over here, and I'm going to just put that as my lid shade, and we're going to work a little bit backwards today. So I probably didn't say this in the beginning, but I'm going to say it now. I'm not a pink person. I don't wear a lot of pink. I don't own a lot of pink. I don't particularly like pink. I just never have. I just never have. I'm a purple, blue, black, red kind of girl. The occasional green. I don't hate that though, I guess. So, which is part of why I've been having so much trouble. Like, okay, I truly, when I decided I was going to do this like double feature video of Glinda and Alphaba, I thought Alphaba was going to be the harder one because I kind of did an Alphaba look last year to go see the first movie, and a couple years ago I did like a whole blog post about just green makeup looks, and so I kind of felt like I had creatively backed myself into a corner. I don't want to repeat myself and have just like redo a look I've already done, but I also want to make this something that people can actually do easily at home. Like, my mom's a face painter and an artist, and she keeps offering me paint, you know, it's like body paint myself green, and that would look awesome, but then that's not like necessarily something that everybody just has. Do you know what I mean? But I want this to be things that you guys can do too. I don't know what I want to do next. I think I'm going to pop down to the brown shade right under it and do that for like my outer color. I'm using the same brush. I didn't even wipe it off. Yeah, that's not. Just want to add a little bit of dimension. I'm not going to go super crazy on shadows because I'm going to put more effort into like the costuming and the accessories and stuff. And by put more effort, I mean that's where the look is going to come together. Does that read as orange? I feel like that reads now as orange, which is not what I was going for. Fluffy brush. Fluffy blending brush. Do that 3 times fast. I'm going to blend this all together a little bit so that it doesn't look so orange over there. What is happening? Tranquilo. I need to calm down. My face was twitching all day long at work yesterday. Like everywhere. Around my eye, around my mouth, my brow, bone, muscles. I'm not okay right now. I'm going to take the shadow that's left on this brush and bring it under the lash line. Actually, I kind of don't even hate that. It doesn't look bad at all. I don't know if I even want to add more to it. Maybe just a little bit. All right, I'm going to go back in with this brown shade now. Just add a little bit more dimension outside and it actually be brown and not orange. Using the same brush. Yeah, that's brown. Thank you for appearing. We're just going to do a little bit. Did that do nothing? That did nothing. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit more brown. And maybe I'm just going to plop it down and then blend it out. Okay, blending. This one, a little bit more precision. We're blending up into the crease, trying to stay to that outer triangular shape that I like to make. Yeah, I'm not going to go crazier with shadow. I am going to take a super small little detail brush and this highlighter by Benefit. It's the shade Cookie. And I'm going to use that to open up the inner corner and to add more of that like ethereal, sort of fairy-esque energy that she has. I know she's not a fairy, but you could have fooled me when I saw the first movie. The original movie, not the first Wicked, The Wizard of Oz. Also, while we're talking about Wicked, right? So, I'm a Wizard of Oz person. I have been my whole life. Like, as a kid, I would only wear red shoes because I was like, what if I get lost? That's how you get home. And then when I was in high school, I think I was like 17, my mom and my grandma took me to go see Wicked on Broadway. And we had Kristen Chenoweth's understudy, but we still had Idina Menzel, who was amazing. I'm obsessed with her. And it was so good. I was like so into it that I was like, hey, I gotta read this book. And then I read the book. Totally different thing. The movies are adaptation. My light just died. Let me see if I can turn the flash on. Nope, because I'm recording. It's fine. I'm going back with a flat eyeshadow brush and I'm taking the highlight. I'm going under the brow bone. And then I'm gonna freak out. Because the sun is rising and I wanted to be taking these photos at sunrise. Everything is fine. Felt Tip Liquid Liner. This is by Stila. It's the Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Eyeliner in Intense Black. I'm just going to do some wings. I got to get closer. Be right back. I think I got it. I think they're good. I'm not going to mess around with them too much because I don't want to mess them up. I had every intention of putting on lashes, and I have a pair of lashes here that I actually really like. But I think I've run out of time to mess around with that. I don't want to take the risk of ruining my makeup. So, finishing off with mascara. I don't want to go too heavy on the under eye because hers are pretty clean. Okay, lips. Ariana's Glinda is kind of like a nude lip queen. I'm not usually, but we're gonna try. So I'm gonna line with, this is by ColourPop. This is the Barbie Malibu collection. This is shade Dreamhouse. It's kind of mauve. And I am trying to stick to my lip line, but I'm going a little bit over it because my lips are actually really small if I line them, and then I kind of lose them. Is it my best shade? No. Will it work? I hope. That'll do. There was a corresponding lipstick. I don't know where it is. So this is also by ColourPop. It's from the Barbie Malibu collection. This is Malibu Sunset. Now this is a true hot pink, and I find that it looks garish. But I'm going to just use a teeny tiny bit, blot it out, and use some gloss. By it looks garish, I mean it looks garish on me. This is probably a super cute color on anyone else. God, I hate how this looks on me. I think I whispered that too quietly. I'm gonna fix it. These true reddish pinks never look good on me. I don't know why I keep trying to make them do the thing. I'm grabbing a more brown nude gloss. This is by Too Faced. This is the Lip Injection Maximum Plump in shade Caramel Apple. And this does, like, it's a plumping, so it has like that sting to it. I'm hoping some of the brown will help neutralize some of the garishness of that pink. Or not. That looks too, I guess. I'm gonna take this off. I don't like this lip. Doesn't look as bad like that, actually. This is a True Nude by Giovanni. Shade is Honey. These lip glosses were a limited edition run. I don't think you can still get them. How am I making it worse? How do I keep making it worse? Okay, hold on. Fine, that'll do. I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna spray this. Makeup stuff. Yeah. Earrings, I have these little, they're like studs. They have these like gold backs and then they're abalone shells in the center. They're from Crystal Cactus, which is based out of California. I got them, I got this when I was in college, so I don't even know if that brand still carries them, but it's a cool brand. You should check them out. I think these will look nice. Just simple little studs. Now the real question, am I driving all the way over there in costume? Because I'm going to shoot this at a location. Yeah, I might as well. Okay, I'm gonna go put the dress on and I'll be right back. Well, hell yeah, that did it. Y'all, I'm not usually the type of person to say things like, I am triggered, but putting on this dress has triggered me, and I'm not okay. And I know it's not pink, but there are some blush hues to it. I think with the crown and the scepter and the lighting, I think it'll do it. I think it'll, you can't see it because I'm not tall enough, and my bathroom's a mess, so I'm not gonna show you in here. You'll see it. That'll be what you see next, is me out in this field, getting laughed at. Oh my god. This gown is beautiful. Okay, I need to just have an emotional breakdown for a second because this dress is gorgeous. And I'm triggered. I'm triggered by it. God, this gown is beautiful. Just wait till you see the whole thing. Just wait. We are now halfway through the video. We have just finished Glinda. If you're sticking through it, get ready because now we're becoming Elphaba. Okay, so it is time to make Elphaba. I'm gonna start by walking you through my hair process. So it's still straight from Glinda. I'm just gonna run through it with some dry shampoo to help get a little extra volume at the roots. And when I was shooting Glinda, even though it was only 30 degrees outside, it had a 90% humidity. So my hair frizzed. And instead of committing to Elphaba's full head of braids like I originally considered, I am going to use the frizz to just throw some little braids in. And I have a witch's hat and we're gonna make it work. But I do want to get some volume. I go a little bit crazy with dry shampoo in a way that many people don't agree with. I like to use Batiste. This is the blush, which is the Flirty Floral scent. It's the same formula, it's just a slightly different scent. And I'm not very particular about my sectioning at this point. I just need to get it on. And let it do its magic. Alright, now that it's on, zhuzh. And fun fact, a couple of years ago I was working on a blog post and I wanted to include the word zhuzh, but I couldn't figure out how you spell that, right? And I looked it up and it's Z-H-U-Z-H. I'm like, sure. Allegedly. That is how that word is spelled. At least that's what Google told me. If you know a more logical way to spell that, please let me know. And basically you're just going to keep like massaging it in until you don't see any of those gray marks. Yeah, okay. I'm going to brush through my hair a little bit. And I'm just using a paddle brush. Okay. My hair keeps falling with more of a side part, so I'm not going to fight that. I'm going to let it do its thing. I'm just going to do some teeny tiny braids, so I'm just using these little rubber braiding bands. I'm going to put one like right behind the ear, and then one like a couple up here. And I'm just grabbing chunks. Ooh, I'm going to grab a bigger chunk than that because I want to braid it fast. And I am not a fast braider, nor am I a particularly good one. Okay, so I've created one braid in this area. I'm going to do the same over here, and I'm going to put a couple up here, and I'll be back. Okay, so I wimped out and I only did 4 because it took an embarrassingly long amount of time to accomplish that task. So now that I've gotten my hair done first, which I know I don't normally do, I'm going to show you guys the secret sauce. So last year, to go see Wicked Part 1, I just contoured my face using green eyeshadow. This year, I'm going to fully commit to the bit and use face paint and paint myself green. My mom is an artist and she has graciously lent me both her bathroom and some paints. So we're going to try. We're going to try our best. Okay, so for my base color, I'm going to be using Global Colors Body Art Face and Body Paint in the shade Fresh Green. And I'm going to be doing my face, ears, neck, arms, chest. We're committing. I'm going to leave my eyes bare, not because of the eye things I've been dealing with, because this is like, you know, they put it on kids, so it is super gentle and super safe, but because I'm going to do an eye makeup look with actual makeup. Yeah. I'm going to do my hands last, probably, so that I don't destroy everything I own. So I'm going to be using a teardrop shaped sponge. Alright, get it wet, but not super wet. I have to admit, I'm actually like really nervous to do this. My mom and my sisters are all really good at this. I've never done face paint before, so wish me luck. I don't know why I was so nervous. This is like not as bad as I thought it would be. I always do that, you guys. I always hype myself up for things to be like kind of way more than they're gonna be, and then I'm like, oh. And I am trying to kind of go back into my hairline a bit. I want it to look as seamless and natural as I can, even though I'm not going to be doing like my hairline, because I kind of want to not have to wash my hair if I can avoid it. I'm gonna get up on tiptoe so you guys can kind of see this. I'm gonna try not to drip on the mic. I want to make sure I get everything. I have way too much water up here, so I'm gonna try to blend that out a little bit. So like, yes, I'm doing this as a Halloween costume, but if you've seen that trend where people do like their unnatural, natural color makeup, where they like turn themselves into a different color and then they do like a natural makeup look in like the grayscale of whatever color they picked. I could see myself being a green person, I guess. I don't hate it. That's also why it looks like I'm not wearing a shirt. I'm wearing a strapless bodysuit. And now there's paint on the. Okay, hold on. I'm going to take the microphone off for a second. I hope you've been able to hear everything I've been saying up until this point. Before we paint the other arm, I'm going to try to put, and I didn't paint my whole arm yet, I just kind of like did the top half. I'm trying not to get paint on my microphone. This is brand new. This is my second time using this set. Bear with me. Okay, the mic is kind of far from me now, so if I sound extra loud, I apologize. Like I said before, because this paint is made to be like on kids, super washable. So I'm not actually very worried about it being on the top, but I can't wash my microphone, so I don't really want to get it on that. Okay, I'm gonna do like past the elbow a little later on. So this is like really streaky, so I'm gonna just like do a little bit more to help kind of even out what I did. Also to help kind of build this base color so it's really solid, but that is not really solid. It's coming off. Okay, I think that's pretty solid for the base green layer for now. And we'll go in and finish the arms and hands after we do the eyes. And yeah, okay. You know those videos of people who do cosplays and then they can't get the color off? I just wash my hands and I can't think about it now. I can't think about it now. Oh my god. Okay. So that's mostly dry, yeah, but I do just want to set it with a little bit of powder. Same sponge from the cap. I just want to set that. So now that I've set most of this, I'm going to go back in and start contouring and bringing some depth and dimension back to the face. So to bring some depth, and I'm going to be contouring using one of the gray shades from the ColourPop of Quartz palette. We're going to go in with Opaque. And I'm going to use a regular contour brush. And I'm kind of cutting the contour in, kind of as if I was going to do like a skeleton look, because I want to make her cheekbones like really pop. Not that mine aren't cool, but you know, hers are amazing. That looks really cool. Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna do a little jaw work here. And usually I follow the curve of my actual jawline, but I'm gonna cut hers in a little bit by coming on top of that corner and kind of like making that space look a little bit smaller. I'm really just kind of bringing my jawline up a little to add a harsher angle. Using the same shade but more of an angled liner brush, I'm gonna contour the nose, which I want to make much thinner, I guess. I'm just kind of blending it with my finger. Alright, I don't hate it, don't love it, don't hate it. I can fix that. We'll fix it. Okay, I'm gonna start contouring out my chest and neck again. Because I really liked how that looked last year, so let's do it again. Yeah, that actually looks really cool. Alright, now for the highlight color. I just had this compact right in front of me. I don't know where I put it. I found it. Okay, I don't know what this means. But this is the MAC Snow Flushed Extra Dimension Skin Finish Peau de Lumière. That was written in French, and I hope I did that right. But it looks like this. And I'm going to use that in place of like my blush slash highlight. I'm going to use my actual blush brush. Oh, I saw hair on it. I don't know if it's really translating as well as I thought it would. Alright, that's like way too much flashback on my nose. No, I don't like that actually. Hold on. Alright, I'm grabbing the 35H Morphe Artistry palette and I'm going to use this gold shade. Same brush. Yeah, that was more of what I was going for. Like a real gold sort of highlight. So where the light would hit her. Alright, I'm going in now with the Paradise Makeup AQ in Amazon Green. It's a little bit lighter, and I'm going to do that for like kind of under the eyes a little bit to help pull that in. And I'm using the cutest little boop 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 dry sponge to kind of blend these. I'm going to go back in with the original green sponge and just sort of blend these two lines together. I'm not adding any more water or any more paint. But I actually really like how that lighter green looks, so I think I'm going to go back over some of the gold with that. Heck yeah. That's working way better. And that will be especially helpful over here where I had trouble really getting the green to stay put on my collarbone because it's hard to use it all down my hand. And now I'm just kind of using my finger to kind of just like blend that out as if it was a concealer shade. Yeah, okay, once I just started highlighting in the correct shade, that's going to look a lot better. I am going to take the littlest bit, the original green, on my middle finger. That's the one I've kind of been blending with, and just kind of blend these lines out a little bit better. Yeah, my concealer lines are actually really harsh, so I'm going to go over them with the sponge, I think. Just to help kind of soften that out a little bit, because it's like kind of aggressively like, oh, look at all the concealer I put on. And even as a green person, you don't want to go overboard with your concealer. Am I right, or am I right? My mom brought over a spray bottle, so been spritzing. I'd be dropping. It's just a bit. I can fix up my contour shades. How did I get it so good on the neck and mess up so hard on the collarbones? Yeah, that's looking a lot better. Before I go crazy with the green, driving myself insane, I think I'm going to switch to the eye. Before I even start an eye look, like there's nothing on my eyelids, so I'm going to go in with some of my Shape Tape Concealer, just put a little blue. Blue. I went a little far out on this side, so I'm just blending it out a little bit. Trying to even it out on this side a bit. I'm gonna do kind of like a smoky, but I feel like I also kind of want to have some bronzy shades in there, so I'm grabbing the Kylie Blue Honey palette, and I think I'm gonna start with that gold in the crease shade. Actually, maybe on my lid. Yeah, that looks pretty. I think I want to put a... No, I don't. I don't want to put it under the eye. I just like it like that. That's nice. I'm gonna grab a sort of contoured eyeshadow brush. I'm going back into the Of Quartz palette. We're gonna use some of this gray lightly again to kind of contour out this shape here that I like. And I'm not adding more, I'm just bringing that under the eye a little bit. I'm digging it yet, but I think part of that is because we're nowhere near done. Yeah, I'm gonna grab a blending brush. Okay, I'm gonna put my brows on. I think that might help. This is the NYX eye pencil in black, and I'm gonna do brow gel at the end. Okay, having a brow is definitely helping. And you know what I'm going to do also while I have the black out? I'm going to line my lips because I'm going to do kind of like a natural nude lip, which isn't my favorite, but why not? And I'm going bigger than I usually do. I gotta fix the lips because that was just messy, but it helped to add some dimension back into the face that wasn't there a minute ago that I kind of needed. I was kind of losing it. I could not figure out where I was going. Like, I see it better now. Gotta fix this eye. It kind of just looks like I just did my eye. You know what, actually? I think I kind of like it. I'm gonna switch to lashes now. Okay, so for lashes and lash glue, I'm using House of Lashes. These are the Femme Fatales. Super pretty. Ordinarily, I would cut my lashes down a bit so that they actually fit my eye, but I'm going to just kind of put them on a little bit farther out so that they kind of make my eye look a little bit bigger. And if, like me, you struggle to put on your lashes, I would recommend getting a little lash applicator tool. This is a Sephora brand one. It's like a tweezer, but it has like the lash end, and then it also has a flat end, so you can kind of like pack it down a little bit. So when you take a new pair out, you should wiggle them around first. And like I said, you should trim them a bit. I usually trim from the inside corner but I'm not going to trim this time. I think this edge has to come up more on the outside. Actually, I don't know. I'm going to put the other one on and see how it looks, and then we'll go from there. They're so lopsided. Like, this one has to come up way higher. This one, or should I bring this one lower? This one's got to come up higher. You know what? I'm just going to take them off and try that again. That was unnecessarily the most difficult task in the entire world. On the upside, my teeth look so white. Alright, I've grabbed a super thin angled brush and the Aura Mirame palette, and I'm going to just use their matte black shade to fill in around the lashes. I'm also using the black to create a little bit of a wing. Just a little bit to help kind of cover up the embarrassment and the shame that is my attempt at putting lashes on myself. I hate this look, honestly. The more I do, the less I like it. Alright, I'm going to use the gold from this palette to re-brighten up the inside here because it kind of got lost under everything else. About the inner eye that I don't like. I don't know what it is. I'm gonna take a fluffy brush and the green from the Mirame palette and see if that helps. I know it's a little bit darker, but I'm wondering if like just sort of warming that, but I don't know. There's just something off, you know what I mean? Something's not right. Like, I didn't do enough with the eye, but I also, like, didn't know what to do with the eye. It was weird. You know what I mean? We've got something weird going on here. It's not great. Although I don't hate this. Somehow this is unifying it a little bit more. Alright, mascara. Alright, I'm not messing with it anymore because I'm gonna freak out. I'm gonna go put the outfit on really quickly and I'll be back. This has been an hour and a half and I hate how I look. Okay, I put my shoes and my dress on. I'm wearing the Lavish Ivy dress, which if you've read any We Aim to Slay content or seen any of the videos, there's definitely a couple review videos of that on here. You know how I feel about this dress, but somehow I just keep wearing it. It's a good costume dress. Alright, now I'm going to do the rest of my arms and finish up my hair. And, you know what? I'm not going to film that process. You've seen me painting myself for over an hour. So, I'll check back in when I'm not doing that. Okay, so I've done my arms. And I'm not going to do any more paint or makeup because I feel like I'm just going to stress myself out. So I did most of my, you know, except for the middle of my back, which I can't really reach. So I guess now we do lip, finish the lip. I really don't know what to do with the lip, to be honest. I'm going to take this really light beige, sort of peachy shade. This is a limited edition gloss by Giovanni, the shade Honey. I'm going to put that in the center. It's the eye. I don't like the eye. And I can't figure out what I need to do to fix that, except maybe add like freaking green in here. Maybe that's exactly what it was. Oh yeah, that's exactly what it was. There was too much gold / highlight shade, I guess. Or it was too obvious. I think it was just too obvious. Yeah, we're getting closer. I think it needs a gloss for the lip. I don't know what to do with this lip. I'm gonna grab the Too Faced lip injection gloss in Caramel Apple again and see if that helps. I just need to make this like really, really glossy. I hate the lip. Oh, and I don't like how that gloss feels. I kind of took a lot of the gloss off the lip, which I think is kind of helping the color more. I'm just putting a little bit more green over it. I don't think I want to do too much more with the lip because we're starting to lose light and I don't have time to waste. So here, and I do have like a witch's hat to go over it, which I think will help. I gotta do something different with this lip, but I cannot figure it out. So you know what? I'm gonna stop recording because at this point it's become obnoxious, and I'll figure this out and see you on location. Okay? Okay. And that concludes the 2025 Halloween makeup series. Thank you so much for sticking through this whole video and for tuning into the rest of the series. If you want to see how these two looks came out, you can head over to weaimtoslay.com and you can see all of the photos from all 4 looks in the series. Happy Halloween, you guys. Until next time.